you're able to determine how you want to charge your customer, whether by percentage or by flat rate. So if by flat rate, you're able to configure it, how much you want to charge. So on incoming transaction, which simply means if your customer make a transfer from his bank into the virtual service, so who bears the charge? On the previous wired banking, we do have the company that bears the charge or the customer, and we do not give you room to set if in case you want to charge your customer for a cab rate, right? So we don't understand some company do not want to charge, or where some company want to charge them a flat rate, probably 15 naira, 100 naira instead of the percentage. So irrespective of how much we are charging, they will only want to have a control over how much they charge their customer. So we are glad to also introduce to you a functionality which allow you to charge your customer incoming transfer made. So you are able to charge them a flat rate. You're also able to charge them by percentage. You're setting the percentage and also the cap. The cap simply means that if it is 1%, how much will it reach for you to ignore the other, right? So you are able to determine order, whether you want to work with flat rate or you want to work with percentage, will accept all that. So on the minimum wallets balance, we've also integrated this. This simply means you're able to determine how much will be the minimum on your customer's account. We're also glad to introduce maintenance charges. This simply means you're able to set up a maintenance charges and it will run across all the accounts. You're also able to set it per product. So we have two options. So it's either you want to set it to run through all the accounts. So if you have 3 types of accounts, so the system is able to charge all of them based on the configuration you have on the general settings, or alternatively, you can ignore the general setting and place 0, then go to your product and set maintenance charges for every product, right? So you're also able to set your USSD charge like usual. You're also able to decide if the customer will be enabled on USSD service at entry, or you have to manually enable them. So a lot of business have actually complained to us how their customer want to transfer. They get to see Monify, wired banking, then the customer name is in those 3 characters. So we are also glad to see to work around with the bank directly. This simply means that Monify is out of the game. Wired banking also, we have control on what we want to display. So at the moment, the only thing you see is / your customer's full name. You also have privilege to add your name, to append your name as a signature to every account. So this simply means you have W, which represent wired banking / your abbreviation, which is your short name. You can decide to use the same as your sender ID. Your ID can, if it is city first, like one of our businesses, you cannot say W/city first, then your customer's full name. So you're able to determine what is on the middle, nothing like Monify and nothing like wired banking in full. So you have access to the business, right? So your customer know that they are doing business with you, not with wired banking, not with Monify, and their full name is there in case of an error, right? So we have outgoing, you're able to decide how much is the minimum and how much is the maximum per time based on transfer. So I'm also glad to introduce to you our Fiscal prepaid card. This simply means that you're able to also to determine how much you want to sell to your customers. We're able to set it here and it responds right from the software. So the ATM card will have a maintenance charge. So we are also able to determine how much. Like I said, we do not charge your customer. What we charge is you. So we charge you, you decide what you want to charge your customer. You can decide to place 0, 0. So when the system sees it on or maintenance season, it ignores. But if you have any value there, it charges your customers for the transaction made. So we have investment termination control. This simply on the past wired banking, you are not able to terminate your investment. You have to wait till the maturity. But right now we've added a control, which simply means that you are able to determine how the investment will be terminated. Do you want to charge the customer by interest? Do you want to charge the customer interest? You want to charge the customer a capital? You want to charge the customer interest plus capital altogether? So you're able to do. So on dumb accounts, for the account to be locked, if no transaction is able to make, On the previous wire banking, we do set 30 days, but we are glad to actually give you control. This simply means that you are able to set, if it is 6 months, you are just able to put 90 days. If no transaction is made, please move them to DOM accounts, right? So the other system we just do for you now, okay, we are just done with the general settings. So before you save every configuration you do, you just have to enter your PIN. Every transaction made on current WBALite must happen with a transaction PIN to be successful, right? So based on the DOM account, we have under customer management, we have DOM accounts here. So this simply means that where is it? Where is it? Okay, let me see. Okay, we have DOM account under savings management. This simply means that all the savings account are under DOM, you are able to hit on them and see all the DOM account. You are also able to reach out to the customer and so on, right? You're able to see all the account that on DOM demands, right? So we have reversal tools, right? So we're able to reverse your transaction per time. You're able to see when money comes in, just like this, you are able to see who sent the money. The name of the person that sent the money will be appended to you, so you're able to see who sent the money. Also, apologies on that. So also on registration charges, so you are able to see all that. So you have control with every single thing that has to do with your record. You have full control over it. So I'll be navigating to the dashboard, running through 1 or 2 features, and we are good. Okay, so we have your total deposit. We have the deposit charges, right? So we have the withdrawal charges. We have your system balance. We have unpaid XMS. Like I said, you're able to configure your XMS probably per weekly or monthly, right? So if it's per weekly and monthly, this simply means that the XMS is not charged instantly. So you're able to know how much your customer are owing you, that for accounting purpose, that you are able to cash out within the week. We'll have the entry fee. So additional cards will be loaded soon, right? So you're able to see other tangible values there. So we have our charts here, which enable you to have your end of the day. We have our control charts here, which will also enable you to have. So where you're able to have multiple branches, and you're able to know how much is on each of the branches per time. So you're able to know how much is inside the branches per time. So we are going to be having how much is inside the branches, how many customers are under this branch, how much is the total deposit and total withdrawal of those branches. You're able to have all those informations around you, right? So we have the XMS charges wallets. This simply means you just need to pre-fund your wallet just like you did earlier. So you just click on top up, select if it's XMS, you select, and your top up. The minimum which will allow at the moment is 2,000 naira top up, right? And on the current wire banking, we won't be doing overdraft on our XMS anymore, because of abuse on the other system. We do allow overdrafts. This simply means that if you do not have XMS fee, you are also able to continue use the XMS and pay off later. Why some people never want to pay anymore. So the system only calculates your current your current value. So if your current value is exhausted, the system stops sending XMS and stop. Your wallet will never get to go into negative value. So we also have your USSD string. If your customer must use USSD, so there's an improvement here. This simply means that if you are not subscribed, this USSD will even respond to you. So unlike the other system, whether you are subscribed or not, the USSD responds to you. But on the improvement we made right now, if you are not subscribed to the USSD service, the USSD will not respond to you. We also have the wallets, the WhatsApp wallet. This simply means that you are also able to fund your wallet and your customer are able to perform all transactions. Like I said earlier, all transactions will be charged from your wallet. So we charge you your wallet, charge your customer. We do not have right to charge your customer, and we do not have any business to it. So what we do is B2B and B2C. So we do business to business and business to customer, right? So that's what we do. So also glad to introduce our USSD string, which is the most amazing feature, which I love so far. What is USSD string? USSD string simply allows you to determine if you want your customer to be registering using our USSD code, right? So we are able to generate your USSD code right from our dashboard. So all you need to do is to click on generate. I've already generated one. So all you need to do is to click on generate. It will tell you the amount that it will charge you. And once you agree, it charges your wallet and display your code to you. So your code is unique. Everyone that register on your code is your customer, right? So customer of B cannot register with you. Everyone that register on your dedicated code belongs to you. So businesses are able to buy a short string code for their customer to be able to register offline, right? So that's the beautiful part of it. So we do have end of the day here. So end of the day, you should have a full control over your businesses. So if it is cash deposit, you're able to know how much cash deposit that came on board, right? So you're able to see at a glance. This cleared after 24 hours. So once it's 12 o'clock, the system clears so that it can start calculating all over again for tomorrow. So we have your cash deposit. We're able to see the sum of cash that was deposited. You're able to see the money deposited by transfer, the money your customer sent to you, right, by transfer. You're also able to see the sum, the cash withdrawal. You're able to see the registration charge. You're able to see. So at the sum of everything, you have your daily transaction value here that will be displayed to you, right? So we do have a report, which is end of the day also, which you are able to backdate. So if you are unable to check this transaction before the day ran out, so tomorrow you are able to backdate to see your call over of yesterday, right? So we have the recent transaction on your dashboard. So we have the 10 top. 10 top simply means that the 10 highest transaction. So if you have someone that deposits 1 million naira, you just see it at the top. 500, you don't see it at the top. So range from the top to the low, right? So that's the control you have here. So we have investment, we have top up, then we have XMS brokers, we have our ATM card. We are glad to introduce that to you. We're also glad to introduce our Fiscal card. I could have picked up our test card, but unfortunately, it's not a business hour. So it should be for tomorrow. I'll pick up our pre-fund card. It's now ready. So you're able to book your pre-fund card right from the dashboard, right? Just export it, send to us, and you have your pre-fund dashboard. We also introduce virtual cards. So virtual cards are similar to pre-fund. The differences between the virtual card and the pre-fund, this simply means that virtual is able to be generated for you instantly. It's just the numbers. You just need to copy them, go to any website you want to pay, and make your payment with the card, right? Alternatively, if you want the plastic card, you're also able to request for the plastic card if you do not want the virtual. So you can have the virtual card. You can also have the plastic card for your business. You're also able to, all of them is something you top up. The plastic card is something you top up per time. So you're able to see your current balance on your card per time, also your customer card per time. So you're able to see the current balance of the card. So this one is for business. So we have the one for customers, which is Fiscal card request. So you just need to see all your customers, and you click on request. A model will be displayed for you to confirm. Every of the card require BVN. So you need to submit a valid BVN, else the bank will reject your requests, right? So, and you make your request. So once the request is made, card will be delivered to you. So you're also able to manage your card, determining how much will be in and how much will be out. So the ATM card can be used on any ATM in Nigeria. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for joining me this evening. My name is Dear Shama. All right, I'll be opening the floor right now for comments. I'll be opening the floor right now for people who want to ask their questions and what they want us to work on that we've not actually present. It's possible that we've actually worked on it, but we've not enabled it because we want to add it to our general setting. We want every feature to have control. We want every feature for you to have control over those. So anything you do not see is, we do have it, but probably the control is not available. So but you are able to ask us any question, you're able to chip in, we're able to deliberate on it. That's why we are here, to improve our solution and to also give you access to unlimited banking tools. Thank you very much. So we'll be opening the floor for comments. We'll be opening the floor for everyone to ask their question.
All right, thank you very much, Shema. Please, if you have any question, you can do that by raising up your hands. Just drop an emoji. I can see one already. So we want to give a number so that we can take the question all at once. So we have Huawei Y97 noted. We also have Olayinka Gabriel. We also have John Joseph. Okay, that's 3 so far. Okay, we have a question on the mailbox from GA, which is okay, noted as well. Okay, we have a question from Tosin, noted as well. We'll take that alongside. All right, so if you still have questions, you can just signify by raising up of hands, or you can drop on the live chat. So, okay, so we'll begin with, sorry, Joseph, can you mute, please? We'll take it serially. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so let's have Y9, Huawei 19. I'll ask you to unmute so you can unmute and ask your question. All right, go ahead, sir. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Ibrahim. I'm from Ibadan, your state.
Okay.
Shima mentioned something about sharing one UI with us. So probably he has not forgotten to share the UI. Then if you want to migrate from our current platform to this platform, how do we go about it? So that is my question for now.
All right, thank you very much. Let's have, okay, Shema, I think we should take like 2 questions so that you can answer at once.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Olayinka, please ask your question.
Okay, thank you. One of the questions has been asked already. That is, how do we migrate? The second one is on the card. Is it that we?
Hello, Olayinka.
We lost you.
Hello, Olayinka. Can you hear us? Okay, we'll skip him for now. When he comes back.
Or we have to make individual requests of card as we, because what happens to maybe existing customers already now? So are we going to have some quantities of cards? Then we issue the cards to customer, onboarding it, link it to the customer's account, or we have to individually make requests for the customer and wait for the cards to arrive before giving it out to the customer. Then what's the provision also for things like PIN, issuing the customer PIN, PIN resets, where customer forgets PINs, everything relating to card issuance and PIN issues.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Shema, please. Okay.
Thank you to you. So talking on the UI, on the first person that asked the question, talking on the UI, at the moment, we currently do not support that for now. But as we improved, like I said, this current wired banking will not be open for everyone, right? So we have to validate it to ensure that you are not in to cause harm on the market. So we've actually allowed, we are not saying that you cause harm, right? But we are going to validate. Some of the business have been validated. Some of them have been with us for 1 year, 2 years, or successfully without any complaint for any third party. But some of the businesses who have these issues will be likely not be able to whitelist them on our server, right? So for some of the people which we have whitelisted, so once they pass through our verification, we're able to give them opportunity for us to clone our app, our custom app, right? For some, I'll be sharing our custom app. It's no longer a lower wallet. It's a normal, what is it called? Core banking app, just like the regular core banking app, So we are going to be customizing it right in your name, right? So your customer do not need to be downloading wired banking. Your customer need to be downloading your name. However, on the back end, it's wired banking that you're operating. But right now, we're giving you a seamless opportunity to run your business without any interruptions, right? So your customer also are able to reach out to you without reaching out to us. There's no way they will know the W stand for wired banking, but it's just our tag, which we are able to convince our partner bank. If not so, we're also able to disable it completely. But because of the regulatory issues, we just have to maintain the W for now until it changes, right? So talking on the card issues, for now, what you do right now is to request your card. Every card come on packaging, right? This simply means you are able to request one after the other. We give your customer access for them to request. This simply means your customer need to have money on their wallets, and you also need to have money on you. So what happened at this moment that once the customer place a card request, you are charging your customer. We are charging you. We do not have access to charge your customer. So like I said, you charge your customer, and we charge you for the card. And the card will be pending on your dashboard. That's why we have, where's the order? That's why we have a card request. So you have all your card that your customer have requested under your card request. So whenever you think you are comfortable, you can have 10, 20, 30, but I beseech you to allow it to reach up to 20 because it's Lagos that we're sending it from, to avoid spending money all the time, right? So you just allow it to reach a valuable number. You export it, send to us, right? So we know the number of people. You're also able to export it, decide on if you want to remove some, you're able to remove it. That's why we recommend you to just export it to us, and we forward it to our bank, our partner bank print it, and it get delivered to you without any extra charges, right? So
All
the other thing.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Joseph, please kindly go ahead, ask your question.
All right. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. Yeah. My question is, after the migration, does that mean that the customer will be automatically migrated to the new, the light?
Yes.
So that's my first question. Or will be automatically migrated to it?
No. Like I said, it will not migrate everyone. So once you are validated and we are satisfied with your credentials,
okay.
So also we do, we are going to be adding a button on the current one, which is say migrate. Once you click on it, it will be moved. All your data will be moved to the current light one. But if we do not give you the access, once you click it, it will be declined.
Okay. And the criteria for the profiling will be made known so that we're able to know what it takes for us to.
Yeah, sure. This will be shared on the group. This should be shared on the group. Both all our charges on this is also shared on the group. We are very transparent business people. We'll let you know what we are charging and allow you to charge your customer.
All right, thank you, Shema. We have some questions on the group chat.
Thank you.
I will read them. Someone asked, what about the loan function? What about the loan function? And then another person asked that you talked about personal and corporate. Where do cooperatives fit into? There is no thing etc as indicated when you showed the page. So she's asking that you talked about personal and corporate, and that she's also asking where do cooperatives fit into? Yeah. Do you understand?
Okay, so yeah, so we have the corporate, we have the personal and the corporate. The thing she's requesting for is right here. So we have the registration number. So we have the TIN. This is the TIN here.
Mr. Shema, we have less than 10 minutes.
Wow. Okay, so this is the TIN here. So I don't know. Godfrey, please should do a what's it called? Google Hangout.
Google Meet.
For the people that want to join. Yeah, Google Meet. For people that want to join, can join, and people that are satisfied with their question and be on their way for their business.
Okay.
Please you can drop it right now on Wired Banking group.
All right.
Okay, since we have up to 10 minutes. Okay, so do we have any other question while I continue?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so go ahead. You can be booking it and be answering the question.
Okay, Mr. Moruf Olalekan, please ask your question. Hello, Moruf. All right.
Okay, thank you very much. My presentation. I have one. I think some of the question was read out, not quite long. One, this new presentation did not make mention anything regarding to the loan module. That is one.
Okay.
The second thing is that this, you might correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
This new template speak more of a digital bank, which I find it difficult to see where it actually captured the market in which many of your partners are currently operating. If I'm wrong, I believe so much that many of your partners are MFIs, which are operating with either cooperative license or a money lending license.
Okay.
So by virtue of that, these are the people that is dealing with the market of the market people who are doing daily little contribution and the likes.
Okay.
But all the features I'm seeing here is more of suitables to the ever choking segment of the market. So please, I don't know how
Okay.
this
Okay.
platform can be modified for that kind of a market. That is two.
Okay. I will appreciate if you can actually point out the specific features you mentioned. It's possible is there. Like I said, a lot of features are there, but if control is not made, we will not enable it because every features must have a full control.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually mention anyone. So if it's available, we'll let you know that it's available. If it's something that's to do, we let you know that it's to do. We are all here and we are open for this.
Okay. Okay. On the loan part, is it available yet?
Yes. So loan part is available, right? But we are trying two options, right now. So we are trying to for people who want loan with interest and people who do not want loan with interest. We are also trying to see three method of disbursement. Because right now, what we have is cash disbursement. This simply means we must give the customer cash. But we're able to make provision we're able to disburse by cash. We're able to disburse into the customer's wallet. We're also able to disburse into the customer bank directly. So we want all this configuration to be, and you're able to have control over all this. If all this control is with us, for every feature, you should have a control over it on your general settings. So once you have the control is added, the feature will be enabled. So most loan available, but we are currently working on the control. So all the control is done and it will be enabled. I think it should be this night or tomorrow. So it can be dropping at any time.
Okay. Since the control will be available very soon, I think we can just keep the subsequent questions till we run a test on the platform.
In addition to that loan, this thing is realize some companies' calculation differ from other companies' calculation. So we're trying to make a lot of controls so that it will be flexible for all the companies in terms of you performing the particular setting that will fit the calculation you want your loan.
Okay. Lastly, please, is the existing platform going to be shut down or what?
No, it's not going to be shut down. But some of the people who do not qualify for this will still continue using the other, but we'll perform an update on that one to fix some of the bugs on that one for people to continue using it. The people that can afford that to continue using it. And some of the people which are validated that can use this, we have thumb up for them. We are all good, but the two platforms will keep running at the same time.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, can you unmute your mic so you can ask your question? Mr. Paul Winner.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for the presentation, Chima. My question is on Esusu performance.
Okay.
In this wire banking light, there is no mention of it, and some of us, that is our core business. Yes, I am virtual account and the rest are maybe can be additional, but some of us, our Isusu is our core business. So please, is there any provision to accommodate that into this platform, sir? And
Yes,
modify, because there's a lot of challenges in the old platform, sir. I think I've mentioned this 1 or 2 times to you. Is there a position to correct those challenges in this platform, sir?
yes, that is why we are here. Please let us know what you want to improve. It's possible that we've improved on them, but if that we've not, since we are working on the controls, we'll put that into considerations. Please go ahead.
Okay. Okay, maybe I can chat you privately because it's going to be long. I have to list them down and show you. It's not something.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't take other people's time of asking their questions.
It's perfectly fine. Esusu will be enabled, and what we try to do right now, you are able on your Esusu, you are able to decide if you want to do Esusu by amount or Esusu by the figures. And you're also able to determine if it is 20 days, 30 days, and so on. So you're able to do all that on the control of Esusu. So Esusu is going to also have a control over, you're going to have a control over the timing of withdrawals and so on. And it's also will be linked with savings, right? So this simply means that if you want to shift the money of Esusu into a savings account, you're also able to do all that.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, thank you, Mr. Paul. So there's a question here from Sawyer. Sawyer is asking, say, good day, Mr. Shema. At the inception of the meeting, you made mention that only those with business validation will be enabled on the new app. A clearer understanding of this will be appreciated. I believe this has been explained, right? Or you want to share more light on that, sir?
Oh, okay. What we simply means that, like I said, our reason is because a lot of businesses sign up with wire banking, defraud people, and go and navigate people to wire banking. The wire banking is holding their money, and the other way around, we are also on the risk part because every account number we issued to our customer is my personal BVN. If it is still being used by fraudulent activities, I'll be the one to bear the consequence, not you, right? So every account has BVN attached to it, right, as a guarantor standing on behalf of this, right? So, but what we want to do right now, we are not going to be making it more stressful for businesses. All we'll just do is to pass through some level of validation, at least get your registration information, understand how long you've been operating. Once we've done our internal and we are satisfied with you, we'll just enable you. But it's not something that will be much more difficult. We enable a lot of businesses, and some we may not be able to activate them. Like some of the new businesses who are just started, we give them a room to use the other one since we have room for migration in the nearest future. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Shema. So this one is from FWT Prime. It says, how do we handle loan fee automation, payroll management, income and expenses management, and financial statements? So he's asking, how do we handle that? How does the new solution handle that?
Okay, so on this, let me start on the payroll. So on the current wire banking, our payroll do not allow you. Normally, the work of payroll is just to allow you to settle or disburse your customer salary or whatever that you want to add as a payroll. But our current wire bank do not allow that. It only allow you to keep the record and to know how much to pay. But what we want to do on our current payroll, as you are adding these people, you are selecting which day you want to pay their salary. So once our system find your wallet is funded, the system automatically pay them their